Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodloo 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested. Hey, let's do a random ranking today. Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Yeah, you can use whatever criteria you want, but let's get to picking those movies. You know what, I might pick 3, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. I was going to say I was going to pick 3 right next to each other, but the way I put these up are like based off of old stacks, and I didn't have time to really shuffle them, so it's not a good idea for me to pick 3 next to each other, because it may be a similar 3 that we've done before. Oh, I forgot about this. I had to glue one of my kids' toys together. I think it worked. Okay. Gotta bring that upstairs. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay, and I just did this one. Okay, I am going to swap this one out because I did just rank this probably like 2 weeks ago. This is Barbarella. We're getting rid of it, and we're picking something right here. I feel a slipcover. The heck? Oh, wow, I don't think I've ever pulled this one. Okay, actually maybe I have. Have I? I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. This was the first one I saw, Goonies. So Goonies was like a huge film to so many people growing up, like one that they watched over and over and over and over again, but it wasn't really that for me. It was like a 2-3 time watch, and then once college rolled around, met all these people who were like, oh, I love that, I watched it all the time, and I was like, I only saw it a couple times. Let's rewatch it, and then all that magic just like reappeared, and it was great. So yeah, this was a part of my very young childhood, and then again in college, sort of had that resurgence in my life, but very good. And I think this was probably like where my interest in Corey Feldman came from. Actually, Stand By Me maybe more so, and this, I don't know. You know, just everything he was in when I was very little. But great adventure story. Richard Donner, Steven Spielberg presents. You know, it was just like a powerhouse of names. And then a lot of these people went on to become powerhouses. I mean, Sean Astin, he should have been nominated for Samwise. Key just won an Oscar. We have Corey Feldman. I mean, complete icon. And then, I mean, everybody. Cable right there from the X-Men. It's just a huge, amazing cast. Brolin. Okay. Actually, probably better known as Thanos, right? Not Cable, but Thanos. Okay, so next we have Hedwig and the Angry Inch. This is a movie that I've only seen one time. I'm surprised it's actually in my collection. It's probably supposed to be upstairs because I did buy this for my wife. This was hers. It was something she always talked about, she always liked, so she showed it to me by me buying it for her, because I just always heard her talking about it and how much she liked it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy her that movie. And then I did. Watched it. Thought it was good. It's like a musical. And yeah. Oh, look at this. It says similar to Rocky Horror, basically. And I can see that. But yeah, overall good movie. I think it's based off of like a Broadway musical, I think. I don't have that much information on it, but I did enjoy it when I watched it, but only saw it the one time. Next, we have Easy Rider. Look at that. And it's the Criterion, and I think this was part of a larger box set, but I bought this from a mom and pop shop that was going out of business in my area. Quite a bit of my collection is from them, and that's how I got this, if I recall correctly. Is that how I got this? I'm trying to think. I think so. I'm pretty sure this was part... Oh yeah, actually right there. There's the sticker that says this came from the video store. Filmed by Dennis Hopper. Do you realize that? Dennis Hopper, the actor, we all know him from Speed. We all know him from Mario Brothers. He was a director. He's also very close with Andy Warhol. Actually, he played Bruno worked closely with Andy Warhol in the movie Basquiat, but he himself worked closely with Warhol back in the day. Dennis Hopper saw himself as an artist, not just an actor, which I think all of that is really interesting. Like his time in that sort of company, the artistic field that isn't so much Hollywood. But yeah, this movie, I think I've only seen it no, I've seen it more than once, twice. But it's not one that I've seen over and over again, which I feel like I really got to change. There's a piece of tape on here. I'm trying to pull away from it. But I really do got to change that because this is like an American classic. It's, I feel like part of the canon. Everybody should see it. Has some great music. The Wait, right? The Wait. Also, great montages. Jack Nicholson. Just a good movie. So, how are we going to rank these? I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm not that familiar with Hedwig. I've only seen it the one time. And then we have Easy Rider, which has just gone on to do so many things for culture and film, and just it's solidified its spot in film history. And that cast is amazing. The music is great. Just the imagery, the motorcycles, all of that. A new type of Americana. That like what would you call it? Subculture. A separate path, the alternative. I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but it's definitely made its place in film history, American culture, all of that. But Goonies has to be number one. I mean, just the nostalgia factor of watching it when I was very little, and then revisiting it in my college years, and just being reminded of all those good times, those handful of times watching it as a kid. So yeah, let's go with The Goonies, then Easy Rider, then Hedwig, and The Angry Inch. So my question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.